It is 12:20 according to the clock on the wall. I'm gonna have some of this. I'll probably add some hummus at the end as well because I was thinking of having that. I dug at this part here because there was a lot less diced beef there, and so that I could have more diced beef in portions in the future, I got that part here where you can see the container at the bottom, where you can see the bottom of the container. It certainly is doing its bit. I don't actually know when I made this. I can find out. I'm actually quite curious. But yeah, I'm gonna microwave this and then put some hummus on it, and that'll be me for meal one. It seems like I've started to make it a habit to eat late due to sleeping late, and I'm just seeing signs of lacking self-control, even in the shower, due to like staying too long in the shower. It's something that I'm gonna address. I'm gonna address this as I'm finishing up the mental health, depression and anxiety self-assessment quiz. Yeah, it will be in the main review that's coming out today. I've been able to find it. I made the jollof on the Tuesday, so this would be day 4. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, seeing as I had that meal on Tuesday, so I'm counting that as day 1. It'd be day 4 and it's still going strong. So I now know that if I want to really bulk cook and get it to last, that's the way. Cooking a lot. That was around 2.1 kilograms worth of food when even after the first portion, and beyond that first portion I had that I didn't put in a container, it's lasted another 3 or 4 days. So yeah, it's certainly worth bulk cooking that large, on the premise that I'm gonna eat it basically every day, because that's what I've been doing, and I think that's why I probably will be able to eat it before it's gone off. I'll probably be able to eat all of it before it's gone off, because I'm eating it like every day. Because it's so convenient, and I know I've taken my health into account, so I don't have to think about that. Mixed veg, bell peppers, broccoli, brown onions, red onions. There's a whole load of vegetables in it, which I'd like to imagine have a whole load of nutrients in it, even if I've boiled some of them out. Yeah. Bulk cooking this large is certainly worth doing on the premise I'm going to eat the food every day. After this jolloff's done, I will make a stew. I'll make a large stew with that same recipe I made, except I just won't pour the rice into the stew as I'm making it. It's that simple. And then if I want to make jollof again, I can. I'll know not to add as much water in this time, because it will end up softer than expected, it seems, according to this one experience that I've had when I made it a Tuesday. But yeah, I'll think about that when it's time. But for now, the jollof's finished microwaving, so I'm gonna tend to it, put the hummus on the plate, and then get to eating. Yeah, I need to drink some water. My piss was like dark. It was dark yellow, borderline orange. So I really need to drink some water. Get some water in my system. Hydrate. Otherwise, I'm just making it more difficult for my body to function. Does that affect would that affect my kidneys? I don't know. I don't know how the body works in that regard, but I certainly know I'm neglecting my body by not drinking healthy amounts of water, which I could counter by drinking before going to shower, which I said I'd do, and I did for at least one day. But it'd be helpful if I carry on doing that to make it easy for my body to function from day to day, especially in the morning. Yeah. Half 12, meal 1, my jollof, my hummus, and then some water. Here's the hummus, by the way. I made sure I got my water before making this clip, just so that I actually do have water to drink when I have my meal. But anyway, yeah, I'm having this meal now. $18 past 4, according to the clock on my phone. This is meal 2. The single grain rice in the stew was looking appealing. I was just thinking of switching things up. I didn't cook the rice and I didn't cook the spinach stew. And I tried some of this meat and it wasn't slimy. I'm gonna have to not eat the fatty parts, like here. That's fine, I'll just cut them off. After having my first bite of this, my belly was rumbling in ways I don't like. Almost like adding low quality fuel into a high quality car. Oh no, it wasn't nice, it wasn't nice. That wasn't a car sound effect, I was trying to mimic the sound effect that my belly was making, but yeah, it was nothing like that. My belly wasn't liking it though, I don't think. I also want to talk about the portion size before I finish this meal. I start eating this meal, before I finish off this meal even. So I was thinking, well, I usually eat around 280 grams of food or less. So I'll pour out about 200 grams of rice and then less than 100 of the stew. But it just looked, when I poured out about 130, I think it was 128 grams of stew with some meat in it, it just didn't look like it was anywhere near enough. So I added more, even though it's tallied up to about 445 grams. I did 217 grams of rice plus 228 grams of stew, and that made 445. I did it on I added them up on a calculator, and seeing as I'd usually eat around 280 grams of jollof rice every meal, every time I'd have it, this probably is absolutely too much, even though I tried to take portion account into consideration by having a plate rather than a bowl. I'll see how it goes, and if I think that it was too much, then I'll have to reduce the rice size or the amount of rice I'd have if I were to have something like this again. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I've had this. It's been a long while. Cheers to making more progress. I could probably make my own healthier version of this as well. Yeah. I wasn't sure if the apples were safe to eat after seeing that bump, but it seems like they're okay. They all taste fresh, so, well, the ones I've tried anyway. It all tastes fresh, and I need to see when I had the meal, or when I made that short video. 4:36. It's now 4:38 as I'm making this, according to the last clip that I just saw. The timestamp, I mean, yeah. So let's talk about the rice and stew meal that I just had, the rice and spinach stew. I thought it would be too much, but it just about felt satiating. Those are the sorts of meals I was raised on as a kid, and that I'd overeat by having massive portions, massive ones. But even though I thought it'd be too much, because it was almost twice the amount I'd usually have compared to the jollof meals that I've been having recently these past few days, it was just about satiating, just like those jollof meals. It certainly felt full, for sure, but I didn't feel stuffed as I thought I would. And I was wanting a bit of a dessert for some reason, impulsively. So yeah, I just got this, just sliced up an apple, put in some yogurt. Here we are. But anyway, I'm gonna have this and probably watch some YouTube as well. Mentally, I'm a bit done because I've done quite a bit today, but if I can keep going, I will. Yeah, I should be able to. It's only like 4:40, going on 5, and I'm 20, so I should be able to. But to be fair, no age can outlast a late sleeping routine, an unhealthy sleeping routine, and lack of self-control. Age doesn't matter then. Anyway, time to eat. Meal 2. I'm gonna call this meal 2, even though it's the third thing I've had today, because I'm considering it a part of that rice and stew meal that I've had, seeing as this is my dessert. Yeah. 6:53. The lettuce, I just wanted the meal quick, so I just rubbed the dirt off. I placed the cheese on the slab, essentially no spread. I've used hum. use coleslaw instead. I've just started eating the meal at 10:57. Even though I took a picture of it at around 10:15. I'll find out it was just because I was doing something. I'll find out the time now though, at which I took the picture. 10:26. Yeah. I think this is gonna be it. I think this will be the last clip for today's episode. I wanted to have spinach in the rice and curry, but I decided not to because it looked big enough as it is. So I thought that would be filling, and it was. But just in case, if I do feel hungry even after this, and I'll get myself something more to eat. But I need to drink more water. I'm feeling really dehydrated, even though I've had less than 4 liters of water today. Never mind, it's not less than 4 liters, it's 4.3 liters, according to the amount of water that I tracked on MyFitnessPal. On a side note though, pardon me, I got some meat stuck in my teeth and from the rice and curry, which I can't get out, which I really tried to get out with a floss, but I just couldn't. I just could not do it. I think the meat will soften up eventually, and then it'll eventually go. But yeah, that's how things are going at the moment. I really need to drink some more water, so I'm gonna do that right now with this full flask. Oh yeah.